Hi everyone, hope you're okay. My name's Natalie. If you've not watched any of my videos before, I am an Access Consciousness certified facilitator, Access Bars practitioner and facilitator. I'm also a Reiki master and teacher, advanced theta healer. I do life coaching, angel card readings, and sound healing. I think that's most things. Crystal healing too. So as you can see, I've trained in various healing modalities over the years. I started my journey of wellness about 14 years ago because I hit a huge rock bottom around drugs and alcohol addiction and severe mental health issues. So, for those of you who don't know my story, I was addicted to heroin and crack cocaine for many years. I was on and off the streets, and then I got clean and sober after a catastrophe of events. And I was quickly diagnosed as having bipolar, and I was put on a lot of medication, which really helped me for a long time. I was under a lot of services in my local area, lots of therapists, and that really contributed to me over the years. I was doing 12-step programs, I was clean and sober, and all of those things really contributed to me. But what they didn't educate me around was being an empath and energy being my first language. So if you're empathic, that basically means that you are a highly sensitive individual, not in terms of oh sensitive, but in terms of you're sensitive to energies. Your first language, and you very easily pick up on the thoughts, feelings, and emotions of other people around the planet, not just in your area or in your home, but around the planet. So you might wake up one morning after going to sleep feeling fine. You might wake up feeling dreadful, like heavy energy. Oh, everything's bad. I feel depressed. I can't function. And that is one of the downsides of being empathic. And if you don't have the tools to manage being empathic, it can be really difficult to function in this reality because there's a lot of harsh energies. There's a lot of anger, rage, fury, hate. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of doubt. And if you're empathic and you don't have tools to manage those empathic abilities, you're going to be severely impacted. Your body is going to be severely impacted by the energies that you're picking up on in this reality. So the way I learned to manage my empathic abilities, which is why I went to drugs and alcohol, actually, because drugs and alcohol for a long time for me were a really good way of shutting down my awareness so that I wasn't being impacted by the energies and the thoughts, feelings, and emotions and the energetic projections of other people, which I was picking up on all the time. I was literally like a radio antenna walking around picking up everyone's rubbish, everyone's crap. And it really, really went in on myself, my empathic abilities, which is actually a huge capacity that you have. If you don't know how to manage it, the empathic capacity that you have turns in on yourself. So you might start using drugs and alcohol as a way to cope with what you're aware of. You might be diagnosed as having a severe mental health disorder like schizophrenia, bipolar, in my case, severe depression, anxiety. And what if these things that you've used to cope were a really good way of maybe even saving your life at the time, but they stopped serving their purpose? Because it doesn't, you can use as much drugs and alcohol or food or television or anything, whatever you're using to dull your awareness, sex, relationships, people, gambling, there's not enough. You can use it temporarily to dull your awareness, but your awareness, you can't shut off this ability that you have. You can't shut off this awareness because it's a natural capacity that you have. So what if you can manage this empathic ability you have and start using it for the true capacity that it is? So the way I managed to do this was, first of all, by educating myself about how this reality functions, where people function from in this reality, where I function from. And I started educating myself around energies and the language of energy. So how did I do that? I did lots of courses. I trained as a Reiki master, teacher. I trained in theta healing, life coaching, anything that I could do to empower myself and educate myself on energy and energy modalities and healing. And then a few years ago, I came across the best tool I've found so far, the tools of Access Consciousness. So, Access Consciousness is a set of tools and processes designed to assist people, particularly people who are highly aware and highly sensitive, and people whose first language is energy. And it provides you with a set of tools to empower you so that those capacities aren't going against yourself. So one of the best tools that I came across in Access Consciousness, it's very basic, it seems easy, but it works, is who does this belong to? So if you start walking down the street and you start feeling like crap, I would invite you to start asking, who does this belong to? Is it mine? Truth, is this mine? And get the awareness, is this mine? Most of the time it's a no. Return it to sender with consciousness attached. Everywhere I'm locking into this into my body, destroy and uncreate it, dissipate and release, return it to sender with consciousness attached. And use that sentence for every thought, feeling, and emotion that comes up. Who does this belong to? 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 Even if you have to say it 300 times till it's driving you absolutely insane, the energy should start to shift and lighten. Because most of the time, if you start feeling like shit, it's not yours. And that tool will dissipate the charge on the depression or on the anxiety or whatever it is that you start feeling. So if you're an empath and you struggle to manage your empathic ability, it can have a severe impact on your money flows, your life, your business, and your relationships. Because if you're going around constantly picking up on everybody's crap in this reality, energies of lack, scarcity, poverty, anger, rage, fury, hate, frustration, feeling stuck in your life, which most people function from, let's be honest. Most people in this reality function from those points of views and limitations and thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Most people function from the mind, which is linear, and most people don't believe in infinite possibilities. Most people think this is my lot. I'm not going to strive for anything better because it's impossible to create anything better. It's impossible to create my own business. And most people just resign to the fact that they might be unhappy for the rest of their life. I can't be one of those people. I'm not willing to stay stuck in that energy, and I'm always asking for what else is possible. And if you're empathic and you're picking up all of that stuff that's going on in this reality, it's going to have a severe impact on all of your life, your money, your business, your relationships, your body, everything. So one of the best ways to outcreate those energies is to start seeing this reality for what it is, a linear limiting construct. This reality is full of limiting constructs, limiting ways of creating and generating your life, which don't work for a lot of people. Work for some people, but not most people, no. So how can you create that? First of all, by getting out of the cesspool of where everybody else is creating and generating their life, and getting into the infinity pool of infinite space, infinite being, knowing, perceiving, and receiving. So, not operating from the mind, the linear constructs of the mind, the thoughts, feelings, and emotions, not buying them as real and true, not making them relevant, and really expanding your energy every day right out of your body into the infinite space of the universe. And you can do that just by asking, and really start asking the universe, how do I create and generate my life today? Where is my attention needed? Where is my attention required? And guys, the biggest tool for empaths is, who does this belong to? Please don't underestimate that tool. It's huge. If you say, who does this belong to, every day for 3 days, at the end of that 3 days, you will be like a walking, talking meditation. Because remember, most of it doesn't belong to you. You're an empath, so you're picking up everyone else's stuff. So when you ask, who does this belong to, the energy comes up, oh, it's not mine. And then you can return it to sender until the energy lightens. So when you start operating from infinite space and infinite possibilities and following energies rather than thoughts, feelings, and emotions, you can start to generate and create your life from a different space. Um, and that's what I'm doing with my life. That's I every morning I wake up, I expand my energy out of my body into the infinite space of the universe. I ask the universe, what can I contribute to you? What can you contribute to me? I return to earth to sender all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions and limitations and points of view I've picked up from everybody else that are not mine. Everywhere I've locked them into my body, I dissipate and release it out of my body and return it to the earth. And then I start asking questions. Question is the way you can create your life, asking questions and following the energy. So get the energy of what you would like your life to be like in 5 years' time. Even if it seems absolutely impossible at the moment, write it down or get the energy of it and start pulling energy from all over the universe into what you want your life to be like in 5 years' time. And then pull that energy into the present. Because as an empath, you have a natural capacity to pull energies. You have a natural capacity. It's like the universe is your best friend. Imagine that you're in the playground of the universe. Everybody else is creating in the cesspit of this reality, but you have somebody tapping on your shoulder going, you're not creating and generating your life that way. You're going to create and generate your life from with the universe, the space of infinite possibilities. And then you follow the energy of where the energy is light, you follow it. So if the energy is asking you, okay, you need to get some leaflets made and start flying around your area for your products and services, then you follow the energy and you do that, and then you hand it over to the universe. You ask the universe to contribute to your asks constantly, because if you're willing to show up and show people a different way to live and you change, then your environment changes too. And a lot of people who are empaths, we plagiarize other people's realities very easily. So that means that we copy what other people are doing and we try and make that real and true for us. And that doesn't work for us either, because as an empathic person, or in access consciousness, we're called humanoids or X-Men because we have infinite capacities. This awareness that you have is a huge capacity, because if you're aware of thoughts, feelings, emotions, and energies, how can you manipulate that to your advantage and create and generate your life from that space? So I'm just sending contributions to everybody who's watching this, everybody who's watching it now, everybody who's watching it in the future. Because this reality, guys, it's very limiting. It's about survival of the fittest. It's about dog eat dog. And if you're empathic, those energies are going to really severely impact you, and they don't work. That way of creating and generating for us doesn't work. It's like we're a different species of human. There's like human people, and then there's like empathic humanoid people, and we create and generate very differently to humans. Human people can like be happy in one job, doing that job for the rest of their life, get married, have kids, and then they die. Humanoid X-Men empathic people, we create and generate in a different way. We need like 20 things going at once to feel fulfilled. And that's not a wrongness, that's just the way that you create and generate. So everywhere that you've made that wrong, can you now return that to sender? Because what if it's not wrong? What if it's just that you're different and you create and generate in a different way? And creating and generating from linearity, from social constructs, the way other people are doing things doesn't actually work for you. So I'd really invite you to come in and try and find your ways of creating and generating. And yeah, start by playing with that. I think that's all for now, guys. I've got a call coming up. It's on my website. I've put the link in the website details are in the description of the video. It's about outcreating other people's realities and accessing your potency. So this call is specifically for people who identify as being empathic, who really easily get led by other people and what they're doing, or who easily take on the points of view, thoughts, feelings, and emotions of other people. And then you struggle to access what's true for you, what's your reality, how do you want to create and generate, because you're always busy taking on everyone else's stuff. So in this call, we'll be using the tools of access consciousness. I'll be showing you tools to really outcreate those energies and access your potency as an empath. And I will be doing lots of clearings. You can ask lots of questions. The call is £50. It's online, so it'll be on Zoom. You'll get a recording at the end. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can join the call. And I'd really invite you guys to be there, actually, because I'm getting that this call is going to be a massive contribution for people who are being debilitated by their empathic abilities, and where those empathic abilities have gone in to destroy your life rather than create your life. So the call is on, it's on Tuesday, the 12th of July at 7 p.m. UK time. It's £50. You can find the link to purchase the call at www.alchemyvibes.co.uk. And the call is called Outcreating Other People's Realities and Accessing Your Infinite Being. Your infinite being, knowing, perceiving, and receiving, not from a place of contraction and in the mind, but from unlimited space, the space of your infinite being. Because remember, you are an infinite being. Your body dies. You've chosen this body to come into this life, but your infinite being never dies. So what if you can create and generate your life from the space of your infinite being and not from your body and your mind? So much more is available, guys, when you create and generate from that place. And yeah, it's really nice to see you all. I am also starting some energy pulls next week to make the impossible possible in your life. So we'll be getting together every day, pulling energy from all over the universe, manipulating the molecules of the universe, pulling them into your business, your money flows, your relationships, your bodies, and anything that you think or where the energy's stuck, which is making it impossible. We're going to dissipate and release those energies and make the impossible possible in your life. So I'd really like to invite you to those. We start on Monday, the 11th of July at 6:30 p.m. UK time. Again, if you want to purchase the calls, it's 10 days of energy pulls. We'll be getting together every day. Each call is about half an hour. It's like £10 per call, which is a few cups of coffee. Why don't you gift that to yourself, guys? Because the energy pulls have been a massive gift to me. Massive. I've been doing them every day now for at least a year. And Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, says if you do energy pulls every day for 6 months, your whole life will change. And what if that's true? So, guys, I would like to invite you to those classes I have coming up. And I will see you all probably tomorrow. Take care and lots of love. I hope this video has been a contribution to all my fellow empaths out there. Bye-bye.